What? We can have fruit as a diabetic? Everyone says no fruit. No fruit. No apples, no bananas, no raisins, no oranges, no grapefruit, no tangerines, no grapes, no cherries. But anyway, as a veteran, I have a veteran appointment tomorrow. I was thinking about that. Don't forget to subscribe. Be a veteran of watching videos and subscribe. But anyway, they say not to have any at all. But maybe we can have some. A lot of people say, well, you can't have any onion, David. Onions are high in carbs. Right. If I'm going to eat this much onion, the size of this, or bigger, on a hot dog, for example, that might be high in carbs. But if I was to eat like that much, that would be fewer carbs. Is it less or is it fewer? Less or fewer. So I don't really know the total number of carbs in that. I guess it would be less, because they say you use fewer when you know the amount or you know the number. If I say how many dandelions are in this bouquet of flowers, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can say, well, there's fewer roses than there are dandelions. That can be accounted for. But anyway, watermelon is one that I can have, and strawberries are another. Now strawberries, and one, I can't eat the whole big green watermelon. You know that green thing that looks like I don't know, like a blimp? Not me wearing a green shirt, but the green thing at the market, that is a watermelon. A watermelon. Now, the serving size of watermelon, according to the Watermelon Foundation of America, or whatever it's called, is 1 cup. 1 cup. This one right here says 10 ounces. That's greater than. That's 2 ounces. Greater than that. So we will go with that. I would usually eat about half a cup, quarter cup to half a cup at my time. Got a phone ringing here, and I'm just gonna let it ring so we'll all enjoy that ringing sound while I am talking. But anyway, so we can eat that, or I can eat that. If you're a diabetic, you might can eat that too. Now, calorie-wise, is it gonna be high in calories? I doubt it. I don't really check the calories because I'm more on a low carb situation with my diabetes, so that's what my thoughts are on the subject. I think it's 12 grams of carbs for 1 cup. I think thereabouts for watermelon. Strawberries, can I eat this whole container with whipped cream on top? Sure. Can I have a strawberry shortcake dessert? Sure. Should I? No. But I've covered breakfast before, but I'll go ahead and do it again because I need to eat something right now. It's not breakfast time. I'll give you a disclaimer. It's not breakfast time. And I'm using a cup with a Christmas design, and it's not Christmas. One more. I'm wearing a University of North Carolina shirt, and I'm not in North Carolina. And I have watermelon. I'm not picking watermelons or picking strawberries or growing either one of those. A friend of mine, when I was in the military at Carswell Air Force Base, Fort Worth, Texas. Well, they say Fort Worth, Texas. It's near Fort Worth, Texas. An Air Force Base is not in a city. An Air Force Base is a city, an Army base. I went to Fort Bragg in North Carolina, in whatever, Goldsboro, North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina, but it's not really that. It's adjacent to, because it can be in the center of town, but it's kind of like Washington, D.C. But he loved watermelon, and get this, don't faint, don't think this is racist. He happens to be a black guy, an African American. He likes watermelon, and he taught me a lot about watermelon. And I'll tell you the little trick, and I'll tell you something else about this guy. He also likes, get this, basketball, and he likes fried chicken. Oh my God, a black guy likes watermelon, fried chicken, and basketball. So does this white guy. Am I turning black? Is he turning white? Because he also likes grapes. What? All this prejudice, all of this. I think that you must love chicken of the fried variety because you're black. David, you can't like fried chicken. You must like dainty little chicken on little toothpicks, and you're gonna eat like this, and you're gonna stick your pinky out when you drink tea. No. You can enjoy things and just go ahead and do it. I was talking to one person that was an African American gentleman, and he said him and his family were always reluctant to go to a fried chicken restaurant because people said, "Look at those guys doing fried." Who cares? Who cares? You're black and you like fried chicken. Far out. You're allowed to like fried chicken. I might like to. I just put some lip stuff on my lips. I got some dry lips, and I put some stuff to moisten. And what if I had one that was for a woman and it smelled like roses and tasted like strawberry shortcake? Who cares? Okay, so he said the best way to choose a watermelon, because he grew them. He liked watermelons so much, not only did he eat them, he grew them. At first he had a small patch he made for him and his family. He had a small, I think he said he had about did he have an acre? Maybe 3/4 of an acre. And he made a little garden there. And he was so successful at growing watermelons. I guess they grow well in Texas. I don't know, where do they grow watermelons? Where do they come from? You see, apples from Washington State, oranges from Florida and from California. It depends on the ground. Avocados from Mexico, avocados from California, that kind of thing. Coffee beans are grown in Colombia, but I guess they grow very well there. And he said the best way to choose a watermelon, a lot of people say, I know how to choose a watermelon, dark green skin on the outside of the watermelon. That's incorrect. Ding, 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 ding. No, he said what you want to do is you want to turn the watermelon upside down. That'll be the part that was probably exposed to the sun, perhaps. But whatever the lower level, if you find one, and if you can look at it and you see little teeny dots on it, or if you can see that it has a lot of yellow, those patches were stung by bees who were trying to extract sweetness from the watermelon. So he said that's the ones that are the most flavorful, if you like that. Some people don't like watermelon with seeds. That's weird. You're going to make a watermelon with no seeds. How does it reproduce? Does a bird fly down and it can't eat a seed and drop the seed? And I don't know, it's weird. But watermelon and strawberries, I don't know much about strawberries. I think they do grow strawberries out here. A lot of strawberry fields forever out here. We also have cherry fields out here, and all that kind of good stuff. But let's go ahead and look at what we're going to do. I'm going to pause it, turn it around, and we're going to look at what we're going to do. Diabetics eating fruit can't be, or can it? 1 second. Okay, and here is our cooking area, but we're going to use it for a cutting area. And I have this. Do you have one of these? I don't want to show off, but look at this. Whoop! What? There's a knife in the cutting board? So it's a cutting board that cuts. This is for bars. If you ever bartended, you're always looking for a knife. You don't want one in your back. Ouch, that might hurt. But this one has a little slot here. I'm trying to do this from behind the camera here. But it does have a slot. And you don't want to put the slot next to you. And it just slides right in. And then when you need to cut fruit for your thing, maybe some lemons or some limes, we cut those. And sometimes we even would cut onion to put into something, but that is another story for another time. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to do. This is my breakfast I have often. Now it says here, this is what the one I eat. Now why do we eat whole milk and not non-fat? It's because I'm not trying to control my fat content so as much as I am my carb or hydrates, and the whole milk is better for a diabetic to be able to effectively use your insulin and for your medications. So this right here, calories is 170. Can you see that? 170. Total carbs 7, and is less than 1 gram of dietary fiber. So probably 6.5, let's say. About 6.5 grams. And that is for 3/4 of a cup. I usually don't eat that much. So one way to kind of cheat on this is a little bit bigger than a tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of yogurt is 1/4 of a cup, right? So we need to put 3/4 in there, not 1/4 of a cup. That's going to be how many? Oh, 6, someone said. Okay, but what I usually do is I just eyeball it. I just kind of stir it in. This is brand new. I just opened this one. They do get a little runny, and if you get a little water-looking stuff in your yogurt, that's okay. And the way I do it, the reason I'm not going to measure it in that cup right there is because then I have yogurt stuck all over the cup. So this is about how much I use. Whoop. And that is about 1/2 cup of yogurt. So not a 3/4 cup. Sometimes for a snack, people always say, well, that's the serving size. Well, yeah, that's a serving size. Basically, if you're going to, that's what they say you should have of that product. But what if I'm having it for lunch or breakfast? But what if I'm having it as a snack? Maybe just 1 tablespoon of this, and just eat it, or add some fruit to it. The fruits that I can add to this basically are strawberries. I really haven't found anything else that would be effective. So I'm going to go and take 2 strawberries, and that's all I'm going to put. Have you ever seen a strawberry before? This is what they look like. Oh, I'm a strawberry. Oh, yes, so am I. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to pull the tops out. Now, some people eat the tops. Do you eat the tops? The little green things? They say it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine that you could, if you wanted to, eat that. I don't eat it. I don't know why. I just never did. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little water in there. And here's a little tidbit. This is the only thing I really eat strawberries on. I don't have a strawberry shortcake or a strawberry daiquiri or a strawberry margarita. I can make all of those, not with the mix, because I don't like that. I would make it with strawberries, and I make my own. Add a little cream to that, and I can zzz, and I can woo-wee. If you want me to know, if you want to know how to do that, some bartending stuff. If you don't bartend, let me know. I bartended at a few restaurants. One was called Carlos O'Brien's, which was a Mexican and Irish place owned by Italians. So you talk about all kinds of food. But what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna use my chopping knife. I'm gonna hold it like this. You can hold like this. This is the way you're supposed to hold. You're supposed to hold like this so you don't cut your tip of your finger off. But this is pretty easy. So I'll probably just go like this, and I know how this is gonna cut. It's not like an onion that might slip. This knife is very sharp. It's brand new. So I don't have very good knife skills, which is true. But I also don't have a good knife. So now I just don't have good knife skills. Can I cut an onion? Sure. Can I cut whatever? I can cut a watermelon. Oh, I'll talk about the watermelon in a minute. But this is what I do, and this is very fast. A lot of people say I want to eat something for breakfast other than eggs. You see that a lot. You know, people say, I can't believe that I'm a diabetic, so I can have a half pound of bacon and 2 eggs, but I can't have an apple. So can you have an apple? Sure. And that's what it's going to look like. And that's breakfast right there. That's all I need. That, and of course, I would have most likely, I said of course at first, but most likely also some coffee. Do you call it Java? Cup of Joe? I don't know. Here's some mud, Okay, now we've explored that. We'll put this away and this away because we're not going to use that anymore. Now, there's a hack for taking care of your strawberries. Lady, she's an executive chef. She went to the Cordon Bleu, not the Cordon Bleu that went out of business here in the United States. She went to the Cordon Bleu in France. Where in France? I don't know. Maybe it's a place in France where the women enjoy dance. I don't know. So here is this. Put this away. And she has great knife skills. But being the fact that she is an executive chef, does she use her knife skills? No. She uses her skills as a chef. Okay, now this right here, people say, that doesn't look like the watermelon I get. Well, that's because it's pre-cut and all that good stuff. Now this watermelon is not the way to buy it if you're going to consume a lot of watermelon. This watermelon is what is called very expensive. This, according to them, is 2 servings. 2 servings. Whoop, for $4.59. So if you do the math, that equals a lot. Okay, so if I was going to make watermelon for something, I would probably make it with something other than that. I'd buy the big watermelon, but this is all they had, and it's also good if you're lazy and you don't want to be cutting a huge watermelon. And also, if you cut a huge watermelon and you put it in the refrigerator, if you're not going to eat a lot of the watermelon, man, it takes up a lot of room in the refrigerator, which is okay. It just takes a lot of room in the refrigerator. So we're going to go with a half a cup. I just got 2 pieces. The serving size is 1 cup. That'd be to here. Let's just cut this up and see what 2 pieces of this will be. And we are at, I guess that was about a half a cup. Am I right? I am, well, that one lays flat. Yeah, I am right. So 2 of those spears are about a half a cup. So they say 8 ounces is for a serving. That'd be about 12 net carbs. But, well, they're saying 20 on here. But the watermelon growers of America, or whoever comes up with that, the agriculture department, the Diabetes Association, whoever it is, comes up with, will would come up with their numbers. And they're saying to eat half a cup. This company that I put away, they say to eat, you should eat yourself 10 ounces. So that's a little different. A little tip, if you do buy one of these or one similar to this, don't put the knife back in there right away. Let it completely dry because you don't want that, especially watermelon juice or anything that you cut that might have any thickness to it. That juice will get your knife stuck in there, and then you have to soak the whole thing in hot water. And why do that if you don't have to? So this right here would be more than I usually consume for breakfast. I would usually consume this. This would be a snack, a treat. When I used to work in the movies a lot, they'd have breakfast, and I would have what I consider myself, and then everybody else would consider a very healthy breakfast. I would have oatmeal with raisins. Then I would have sliced banana, sliced watermelon, sliced cantaloupe. I wouldn't have honeydew because honeydew tastes gross. But I heard it's very good for you, though. I'd have that for breakfast, and maybe I'd have, I'd eat that first because I'd always get there early. And then I would come back and I'd have, they have a big tray of eggs, like the size of this stovetop of scrambled eggs. And I would either go there or to the omelet bar and have them cook it for me fresh. You can say, can I have 2 eggs scrambled? And they say, we have yeah, I just would prefer to come here. And you're allowed to do that, and they'll scramble it. But sometimes if they get really busy cooking a lot of omelets, I would not do that because they'll let your eggs kind of burn on the grill or whatever. So I wouldn't want to do that. I would then go back to the scooping, and then I have a scoop of eggs, which would be about 1.5 or 2 eggs, and maybe 2 slices of bacon, because I'm not sure how long that's gonna have to hold me over. When I get to set, the first thing I look for is, what do you think as a diabetic? Oh, you're right, bathroom. Okay, the second thing I look for as a diabetic would be what? Water. Usually I bring my big blue water jug, but sometimes they don't want you to bring a lot of stuff with you because you're gonna go from place to place to place to place on set, and you have to grab your stuff. You can put a lot of times they'll check your wardrobe, or they will wardrobe you. But if you have any wardrobe, you can go put that in your car after you get checked in. Then you can just grab your book, and maybe you have like a little bag that you have your charging block or something in there, whatever you have in your little purse bag or whatever. But so that would be what I'd look for. Would be the second thing usually would be maybe a bathroom, water, coffee. Bathroom, water, coffee. That starts the day. And then they say, hey, David, did you eat some breakfast? And I say, oh, no, I didn't eat breakfast. I go to breakfast and be back here in about 45 minutes, or we'll come look for you. Okay. And I go and have 45 minutes on an all-you-can-eat humongous breakfast bar where they juice for you, and they put carrots and lemons and oranges, and they have that, and they cook all kinds of stuff by scratch right there in front of you, and that is very yummy, but it's very easy to get in trouble. Don't forget, please, 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 I'm going to go ahead and reverse this. Pause. Okay, we're back over here. Don't forget to please subscribe, please like and share. Now, don't forget, we're having a contest. Now, it's not much of a contest. It's only one guy joined. So right now, it's not really a contest. It's more of a give that guy something for free. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to have a contest. So please, I'll put it in here. Don't forget, look for the one where I'm pointing down. That's the one you want to put your comment on. There's another one. The first video talks about all the prizes. So if you want to see the prizes, make sure you see video number 1. If you like those prizes you want to enter, also see video number 2 and make a comment on that one. And so those are those 2. I'm gonna have this ready to go out. I'm gonna prepare this. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out because I have a lot of videos kind of stacking up. Tomorrow I will be at the doctor's office. I have to do blood work, and I have to make a pee-pee work, and I have to take I have to go have my foot looked at. Then I have to go to the place where they're doing the clinical trial on the antibiotic, and then I can come home and maybe I'll make a pizza or 2 in my air fryer. I'm not sure. Trying to go back to work here at 4:30. It's about 10 to 4. Maybe I'll even go at 4 if I can get this all squared away. I think I will. I'll try to go 4 o'clock, and that way I can come home a little bit earlier because I have to go tomorrow. There. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.